We fade into existence.
Whoa.
Welcome everyone to the first episode of the Smelly GOON1Es. It looks like we're having a little issues with the cameras, but they'll come on shortly. But
The stream isn't live.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Panini, your mic's at like negative 29 on your OBS, man. I might want to put that up a little bit.
Wait, there we go.
Oh, you're streaming to Aurora too, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's the one I sent in announcements. Yeah,
That's true.
We're still testing stuff out. My mic should be fixed now. I guess it wasn't pulled up all the way. Turn it up a little bit too.
Don't worry, chat. This fucker had it like a minus 30 decibels.
Let's go. Yeah, no one wants to hear me anyways.
No.
Yeah, this is a new thing we're doing. We're just testing it out. We'd love to get people's opinion on it.
The record is one episode.
The record is one episode, correct? We have a very low bar to clear.
I mean, we did have, 3 up to round table?
True, that was actually pretty good.
I've had 3 episodes. I remember editing that.
Yeah.
It was 3 episodes.
You youngins don't remember Grand Plasters or the Reverse Sweep podcast.
There was a clip, I remember.
That was before my time.
Yeah.
Same.
But, yeah, we're going to talk about some of the stuff in Overwatch, both from last season, kind of breaking down last season.
I guess, yeah, technically GOON1ES I think has the record. I think GOON1ES has the record.
How many episodes did that have?
I think it had 5.
We could beat that. We could take that easy.
Bro, GOON1ES was goated.
Yeah, but is it coming back though? Can you beat the record for continuing?
That's true.
I don't know.
Well,
only Booney controls that fate.
Yeah, I control the fate of this one too.
True. Well, you could get replaced. Booney cut.
No.
Let's get Warren here.
I'm changing my stream key. Y'all ain't getting on this.
Yeah, actually, he's right. But yeah, let's get right into it. Last season was, in my opinion, I thought it was really fun. A lot of very close games, a lot of really good teams. What were some teams last season that's kind of surprised you guys?
The Ringer teams versus
the
Ringers. Those are some good teams.
I love Ringers. I mean, I think the standout one just has to be the team that won at the Ballers.
Yeah.
They during playoffs, they really turned it up a notch, as well, because you'd see they actually showed up and they played. They all played really well, and it's like a far cry from how they were in the regular season, where each match was like map 5 pretty much. They were number 4 seed. They were 9-4 with a map diff of 2. So it really speaks volumes about how much they're able to improve over the playoffs.
Was it really surprising though?
I know. I was pretty high on them.
Now people had them pretty high.
I mean, we had them pretty high because we didn't know who any of them were. Like we didn't know Darude, Dangst, Motion, Fast as Light. The only ones we knew was Vind, Zane, and Praj. And so it's like why we rated the Noopy super high. It was like a pre-made a pre-made friend team, and
pre-mades.
Yippee! But it's like we just didn't know, and then they were sort of like a middle of the pack, it seemed, like upper middle a lot of the time, and then they just started popping off. Really, it seemed, from an outside perspective at least.
You know what team surprised me? The new guinea pigs.
What?
I had them top 5 in my power rankings.
Oh, that's the. This is disappointing.
In the preseason, yeah. I after early season, I felt like the Noopy looked like they were gonna finish pretty low, but they late in the season they got it together. I was really surprised by the kind of run they went on. I think they won their last 8 games or something like that.
Something like that. That sounds about right.
What about players? Are there any standout players you weren't expecting to do as well as they did?
Kind of ties into my surprising team. Hedgehogs.
That's
Sidon and Kevin were surprising to me.
Yeah.
You know, with how good they ended up being. Some rookie players didn't really know too much about them, but they came in, popped off, made it to grand finals. Had some upset wins here and there. And I mean, I think the another team you could point out to is probably the GOON1Es, because you kind of looked at some of the players they had in, say, tank, which is kind of the most important role kind of last season going into it. You had some of the lower players with Nort and Shifty, and still managed to get into the top bowl game that wasn't actual playoffs. So I think that's a surprising team as well to me. And they played it a lot of different roles. Like, Elko and Flame kind of seemed to switch roles almost every week, it seemed. They still popped off. So I think for them, definitely a surprise team for me.
Especially with how the Monks started. They started pretty awful. Then they came up and were like,
yep.
Elko was actually able to make it to the games, and then they started winning. They had
it helps.
They had issues with availability early in the season. But yeah, that was one of the teams I called. I thought they were going to be really good early in the season. And I kept my faith. I think I picked them winning their last 3 games, so I'm a believer. I'm a Rex Cactus believer.
Also, I want to point out in chat, Nuttier, we surpassed extra 10 to win a game. Yeah, did you guys beat us? What was the under Ewoks against the New Guinea Guinea Pigs, huh? What's your record? I'll put that in chat, please. Top 14, by the way, in power rankings.
That was so funny. That was so funny.
Shout out to the Sith for just existing.
Yeah.
They got theirs.
And also not imploding.
And they got theirs.
We didn't have a winless team. We didn't have a winless team this season, nor a undefeated team. Woo!
The Sith
also,
just
we
felt
didn't
like
have
the
any
babies.
complete implosions of teams like previous
Parody.
seasons.
Yeah.
Well, we had 2 people on this team who are part of an explosion, but we don't talk about that.
I mean, at least they came back and existed to some extent.
Yeah, they won that one game that Boogie didn't show up for. I think that was the highlight of the guinea pig season.
That's cold.
I'm just stating a fact. Wait, didn't you
I don't even know what game that was.
It was the
pea shooters game. I just remember because Corey put Junker Queen into Ox, and so I remember. Oh no, he played Sigma into Ox, only playing Junker Queen, and won. Cool beans.
So who were some players that surprised you? Now that I think I just said that and we got sidetracked again, but
yeah, I mean it was mainly just the new rookies like Silent Kevin, then Elko Flame.
I got it
coming up.
Outside of the rookies, 7-7. I feel like every season I forget how good he is, and then he just shows up.
Been to Grand every single time.
I know, like
we'll fix that this season.
True.
He's banned. That's
true.
What was it? I mentioned this the other day. It was like in Aurora, in the regular season, he finished first on the. Well, I guess in the regular season, not in the playoffs. He finished first on the Marshmallow Monsters. He finished second on the Mice. He finished third on the Hedgehogs. So next season, he's gonna finish 4th. So
he'll still make the playoffs, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I want to point out a person who surprised me too is is honestly Bonesy. He took a lot of seasons off.
Yeah.
He doesn't play Overwatch very much, but he still came in and showed that he's still Bonesy. Like it's tough to really say how good he actually is without people knowing what he used to be. But he's not what he used to be, but he's still very good. He surprised me because on the Jedi, I knew he was like, I don't want to scrim. I don't play only Overwatch, and he still came in, still pounded. So the Jedi were also kind of a surprising team. I think a lot of people looked at the roster at the beginning and was like, what the hell is going on? You have Mercy on a support line only, looking at their hero pools, and still pulled off a pretty good season. Had some really rough Mat 5 losses, but some great Mat 5 wins. So
speaking of
Bonesy's
Jedi,
a surprise.
One guy that's kind of flies under the radar, I feel like, every season is Yoda. Yoda, I feel like, had a really good season.
Well, he also flew under the radar of his team because they never talked to him. Like, hey guys, match in an hour.
I will say, I just realized it's the 2 cousins that had the worst communication with their teams the entire season.
Yep.
Cupcake and Yoda.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that they're good players.
It's in the genes.
Well, yeah, but I still think that the admins should not need to at your team when you have a match.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, we didn't award Captain Clown this year, but it definitely goes to Cupcake. He's Captain Clown.
That should be an award. Add that season 4.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's a little toxic. You don't want to be.
That's a
toxic.
Discord role. That's a Discord.
It's an honorary Discord role. Yeah.
Give it out right now.
Yeah, to all the captains we have right now.
True.
Yeah. Let's give it to Riddle.
So yeah, anything else you guys want to talk about for last season?
Withering and Frosty. I think they are 2 people in the community that always excel at what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I think Withering has only ever said GG in Aurora.
True.
And
we had him in an interview one time.
Yeah, I think that's the first time I've ever heard him talk. But typing wise, he only ever says GG.
The Zeros were another team that I did not have any expectations
What team have
for
we
him.
not said yet?
A lot of them. Gators. The Gators, I think, had an okay season, and I was projecting them to have like an okay season. So they met my expectations.
About right where I think we all kind of thought they were beginning.
Yeah.
Even though it wasn't exactly the same team, but they got where I think everybody's expecting to go.
But yeah, the Zeros. I was. I didn't have a lot of expectations, and I don't know why I didn't, because their team is cracked. I feel like every single game, all of their players just had incredible moments and very good communication. Coach of the year winner, coach of the season, I guess. So
Captain of the year. We don't have a coach.
Whatever.
We don't have a coach of the year.
You know what I mean?
Where the Zeros again? I thought you were still on the Gators when you said captain of the season. Like,
Flawless.
what?
Flawless is taking it home, boys.
The comeback.
Stolen.
I mean, I think a lot of people had some questions about the Zeros going in because they didn't know what S-Wrath would be. He turned to be a great player.
Yeah.
What Typhoon, like full-time support, would happen. Typhoon's been a great DPS player in his time in a row, but we don't really know. We know he gets excited playing Brave, but how good is he actually playing it for a full season? And it showed up. He played a lot of stuff. He played the Ana, throwing some Kiriko on top of the brig. So I think the Zeros are an all-around solid team. People might have had some questions maybe about their hero pools because Nathan, is a great Winston/Ramatra. But I think just kind of the question of what else could he really bring in terms of the tank, but he kind of showed some great Joker Queen gameplay.
Yep.
Diva, he's kind of great in everything. He's a great flex tank, but so I think a lot of the answers I think a lot of the questions got answered, and that's why they got so high in the rankings.
They got screwed over by meta.
True.
Yeah. That's what happens when you build around the meta right away in the draft. Build the 3-2-1 team. Yeah, it builds the 3-2-1 team, but then 3-2-1 gets worse.
That is also the only team in the entire league last season that did not have a single duo on their team. Which I still think is wild.
Duos.
Teddy and Flip Flop, Royal. Actually, no, Royal
was by themselves.
It was Poke and Sonic Ronic, Sly Strudel, Caber, Rusty. Elko Flame, Sidon, Kevin,
Eatmeister, Larry Large,
everyone on the tardigrades.
Let's go.
Randy, Pneumonia. I feel like I'm missing a team. Bunny, Hayden were duoed. Is that
Fruitles, Booney, Corey.
Booney, Corey, yep.
We had 19 duos last season. You don't need to list them all.
Bonesy Live. Bonesy Herbology.
Could pull up the spreadsheet and just read out the duos, please?
Yeah.
This coming season, we have 6 so far.
Yep.
Yeah. Speaking of the coming season.
Transition.
First thing I want to talk about is FedoraMaster. Would you like to break down some of the new rules that you're planning on doing for season 4? Okay. GG.
No.
Anyways, where do you want me to start? There's a lot of rules. There's a lot of changes.
Just go through our threads, man. Just go to the threads and start from the top and go to the bottom.
I mean, there's other things in the rulebook, the work in progress rulebook that is not really discussed because I'm just like, like there's a bunch of new captain conduct requirements, like score reporting is now supposed to be done by the winning captain and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I can send the change log back in the podcast thing that we used to use, that we had.
No, I mean there's still other things that have changed.
Oh, I know.
The thing.
Yeah,
but it helps.
I have noticed that there's been a lot of goofing around in score reporting. So,
I mean, it's just this season I felt like the captains were the laziest.
Yeah.
So, I'm kind of looking to try and be like, all right, this is what you need to do as a captain. It's not just schedule games. It's not just find scrims. There are other stuff you need to do. So I've given them. I mean, it's not even sweaty. It's just it's just a expectation for your players. Like the players should know that they don't need to do something because it's the captain's job.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like stuff like captains are responsible for creating a healthy team environment for players.
Yeah.
Like that should be should not need to be said. But there's a lot of stuff in the rulebook that wasn't said. Like there technically
But-
wasn't a rule against cheating until now.
That's true. That is true. That is a fact.
We can be like, we're gonna remove you because you broke rule section 7.8D, you know, so we can actually do that now.
I haven't seen the rule book. Is zimming officially illegal now?
Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Cheating is
Vin.
illegal. Cheating is illegal.
Yo, Vin's not. Zane's not winning another ring.
You can now you cannot throw matches. That's now a rule. Players are expected to win their match. Intentionally losing a match will be punished based on admin discretion.
Players are expected to win your match.
Or
If you
at
lose,
least
you're
play
kicked
to
out.
win. Play to win. You can't just show up and be like, all right, let's throw, because the entire reason why the Ballers won is because the Hedgehogs kind of threw their game against their last game of the season against them.
Which
That's true. It would be the Nubian, wouldn't
and
it?
the Zeros from being able to get in the playoffs.
Speaking of throwing, you guys remember the Red Pandas versus the Roseville Raiders on Shambali Monastery?
Anyway,
Bringing it back.
next rules.
Well, so we'll skip discussion one, Fedor, because it's a big one. We'll say that for the end. The first discussion we can talk about is the duo changes. When we looked back at it, we thought that if we're bringing back SR Cap, having a double GM1 duo would really hinder a team's ability to actually build a roster. And also, they were very good last year. Last season, there were a lot of
Very
playoff
good.
teams had GM1 duos. So we changed the duos to kind of be where GMs could still have duos, but that to be a lower player, because it does help SR Cap in that kind of way, but also hinders their ability to hard carry a team to relevancy. So mainly we wanted to have duos still there because, again, we think it's a good idea that players can still play with their friends if they are of lower, because kind of what we go for in the league. So the fact that we came to a compromise where duos could still be around, but maybe not be as overpowered next season, is something we're going to look into. Maybe the duo thing could go back to whether it was in season 1 or a little bit changed. But yeah, we're just kind of experimenting with it still. It's a very new thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of this is not the final form of duos. There's gonna be a lot of changes. This is currently probably a safer way to do it. Like the other thing we can allow next season, if like Masters 1 and Masters 1 can duo, if we think it's depending on how fair these ones are. I think most of the duos this season are a lot lower SR. But like if all the GM1 duos I think finished in the top 6 last season.
Strudel and Slibe.
Oh yeah, I don't think they're both GM1 technically. So but it was both it was a GM duo, so
Yeah, they weren't GM1 both.
but like
Rusty were also a GM duo that finished.
Oh yeah, but the GM1 duos are
But they were GM1. Ooh, there's
yeah, ooh, because you know how this ranking system works. But yeah, duos is another way for people to be like, okay, I want to play with this person, but I want to be a captain just to draft them.
Yeah.
Since before, if you wanted to play with someone, you just had to be a captain and draft them, and a lot of people just don't want to do that. So this is another way to go about it. But yeah.
You mentioned this earlier, Booney. Another thing that's changed this season is SR caps.
It's back.
right.
It's back.
Bringing back SR Cap
so back.
because I think the thing is last season kind of realized that the auction format, it could lead to some busted teams. People don't know how to value people correctly. Did we consider coming into the season again with no SR Cap because maybe the auction, kind of your aggression has changed, or outlook on what cup players cost could be changed? But yeah, it's just the auction could lead to some issues. So the SR Cap kind of helps balance teams out, because there was certainly 3 or 4 very good teams last season that like had basically a guaranteed ticket to playoffs just based off their SR. This would probably help balance out teams a little more. At least that's the hope. Yeah, we're keeping auction around because it leads to some more interesting draft strategies, as well as on top of maybe shaking things up. It won't be the same 5 players going the first 5 picks every time. I mean, if you guys are speaking SR Cap more if you want, but I think it just leads more balance.
Auction also helps because some people just aren't able to climb, so their value in a row match is a lot higher based on what their rank is. So auction helps with that. Also, the SR Cap is gonna be more of a catch-all type of thing to prevent certain teams, but we still want the auction to be the main team balancer.
It seemed like it worked. Seemed like it worked pretty well last season. Like the infamous circle of suck where every team was eventually involved and like engrossed within it. So for one reason or another, anyways. But it seemed to work fairly well regular season. Like it seemed like almost every match was pretty close.
Oh, so by the way, Sidon Nuttier, yes, I'm reading what you're saying. You're just typing your names backwards. What am I supposed to do with that? you just say Roy Tung Clear Side. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? I mean,
they're gonna do comedy.
Anyways, something else. With not duos. SR cap. The SR cap currently is planned to be around 3.6 to 3.8. It is not doing to be narrowed in because more science are coming in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that is the range. So yeah, I think that's it for SR cap.
Just as we said,
Rainy Sophie 6 for
woo!
trying to promote our channel. You know, Rusty wants to keep us down by banning this. I can't believe that. So we talk about duos. I need to talk about that one.
Ringers,
that one.
ringer rules.
Grr.
Every single season people complain about whichever way we have it. People are like, all right, we need to go more strict to the rulebook. That's just what we did this season. And people are like, I want more choice. So they're not doing more choice, even though last time we had more choice, people were like, I want the rulebook to be the final say.
Yeah.
So no one's going to be happy. It doesn't matter. We're just going to go back. Pretty much, let me go to the changelog. Ringers must be community members. You cannot get a random person who we do not have any idea how good they actually are, other than their rank. You just can't do that. It's too hard for admins to judge someone's skill based on just our rank alone. So, yeah. The captains of the opposing team can overrule ringer requirements, pretty much just the ranks. So, last season we had Sully, who was GM2 current. So a GM1 tank couldn't ring for him. Captains can now overrule that, being like, I think this is fair. They can ring.
It's fine. Yeah.
But admins can still shut that down if they want. But most of the time we probably won't unless the other captain's being a little too goofy. The main SR restriction is that what was it? It's just gonna be based off current SR. We're not gonna do calc SR for ringers, for the most part at least. But you just need to be lower than the other players' current. Yeah.
I think giving captains overruling choice is actually really good, because that's one thing that was, as a captain myself, it was kind of weird, because I'd be like, these two players are equal, or I feel like they're equal, and even if the other captain was okay with it, it would still have to go by the admin. So I think it's really good that it's being opened up to, like, the other captain can be like, actually, I think that's fair. I think that's a good, I think that's going to be really good going into next season.
Yeah, so captains, don't feel bad if you want to be the bad guy and just deny a ringer, because
exactly
only reason why the hard rulebook stuff was engaged because captains complain about not wanting to be the bad guy.
Yeah.
So be an asshole.
Yeah, you can ask Reddit and they can say YTA. You're fine. You're fine getting that answer from Reddit.
Yeah.
Yeah, more things probably can go over quick. Playoff format back to the way it was. Everybody makes it. So
because we have like 4 teams don't make it depending on our time constraints.
Yeah.
And those teams that don't make it will be in a bowl game format like we did this season, or it's just like a for fun exhibition match. But if possible, all teams make it is the option we would like to go with.
So you also...
Yeah, I'm thinking, just like saying out top of my head here, I'm wondering if we could do some form of like a double elim, but where everybody makes the main playoff, but if you lose, you go to a bowl game, depending on where you went out. I think that could be fun.
That could be quick. What do you want, cat? My cat's attacking me. Help.
So you're saying it'd just be like single elim, but if once a team is eliminated, then it's just a bowl game.
Yeah, you go play the bowl game of a team who lost in the same round as you did.
So it's still just something to do.
Yeah, it's another game you can play.
That's
it has to be something you can play for. Yeah, something you can play for. You can sweat in the playoffs, you lose, and you go play a fun game. I don't know. It's just top of my head.
The bowl games, I think, last season were very good. I think they were.
I think a lot of people enjoy the bowl games. It just kind of sucked that due to time constraints, we could only have 4 teams make the actual playoffs. Yeah. But I think when people actually got in the spirit of the bowl game, I think people had fun with it. It was one kind of final hoorah. And then just the last one, I think a lot of people are excited for this one, is the map pools. Everybody got sick of seeing the same map played every single week, so
I love KR.
I mean, it's KR, Route 66, Lijiang Tower,
Circuit Royale.
Circuit Royale.
I think the most played map after, Paristio wasn't played, I think, once this season.
It was not.
Hollywood was played like maybe twice. Blizzard was
I
the
thought
most played map.
once. I think once.
It's once or twice. I think the monks picked it both times.
Nimbani was like once, twice.
No, the zeros always pick Nimbani.
I mean, aside from the zeros, yeah. Aside from
the zeros, yeah, like once. But yeah, map variety. Here's the harsh reality. It's like if you know CS:GO, it's like Verta Global. You're only good at this one map, and you play that map to Global Elite in the old CS:GO ways. If you're just good at one map, why even play the game? The game's not just that one map. So these map pools will also help people improve as a player. In that regard,
good at Koth and Route 66, I win every game.
Yeah, it's just like all you KR specialists, play a new map.
Yeah.
Learn the game.
No.
Like, I don't know. There's more to this game than KR, and you're just limiting and people are just being limited just to play KR each season.
Yeah.
Even though most of the maps are terrible because they're not made for 5v5, but you know.
Yeah.
Experience some other shit.
It's okay. The new what's it? The
Clash.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Clash. We have Clash coming in
How to
too.
integrate Clash.
Are we?
No.
We figure that out.
Are we
Yeah,
gonna
we
keep
can
the
just
same
put it in
season
bowl
probably.
games.
True. Are we gonna keep
It'll be
the
bowl
same
game
format
next.
where it's push and Flashpoint are kind of in the same like round, I guess?
Let me scroll
mean
down
like
to what
map
we have for
four?
the map order really quick.
Wow.
I thought Flashpoint and Push was map 4.
But they're like together. You're keeping them together.
First map is predetermined Flashpoint or Push, and then the fourth map will be whichever one the first map is not.
Oh, so you're required to play 2 separate ones if you go to 4 maps to play each type. Okay.
Yeah.
We did it that way because there's only 3 maps, in Push and only a couple in Flashpoint, so the map pool really doesn't matter. So we put that as the first map every week, so we predetermined because you don't really get a choice anyway. And then you have a couple to choose from in the bottom and map 4. So it's basically just those are the ones that don't have an actual map pool that would make sense. So we put those at 1 and 4.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to. Chat
Escort is
actually
map 5 because that's what it is in Overwatch League mostly.
Yeah.
And I can I speak? I hate Escort.
Yeah, I mean, bias.
Yeah.
With bias, the escort maps are for a lot of people the worst map type, or just it's not even the map types that's bad. It's the maps that are built around it are bad.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I hate Escort. I'm glad it's map 5.
Also,
but I mean, you still get choices, and yeah.
I think the last change going into next season is you did mention that we're looking at shorter seasons, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
divisions. Divisions will be implemented, so you will most likely play all the teams from your division at least once, maybe twice, depending on the format, but probably not, since with the amount of teams that we're planning to have. So you'll be playing all teams in your division once, and then maybe a few teams from the other division.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to discuss how to balance it out with how we're gonna encounter.
Fedora,
other
we should
division
do it like we
matches.
did in season 2, where you just have one team you don't face in their division. That's kind of your scrim partner beginning if you
Wait.
want it to be.
You see, yes, but also then we have another long season.
Well, that's
Not
what I'm
as
saying. You just
long.
maybe like 3 or 4.
Well,
you know,
yeah.
play for the division, but
But
you should play
Yeah.
your division, then
Still,
half the
it's
other
just-
division.
And the issue to consider with that is just your RNG of your part of the people you play.
Yeah.
Should
I'm
be your
motivated.
division and half the other one. I think that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Mhm.
Something like that is going to be implemented. So specifics to be discussed.
Because I'm talking about specifics right now. If you play half the other division, you're playing 3 teams. Spoiler alert, and you'll have either a positive record or a negative one. It could be used for tiebreaker. Woo! Rather than have like a
Swag.
2 teams with 2 and 2, then it's an issue. So
Mhm.
Rusty Goomba says we should have a 162 game season, which I like. I think that would go over well.
I personally agree. Just have like a bullpen.
Yeah.
Just have another completely other team under you. That's your bullpen. It's like, hey,
Your hit scan DPS comes out after the first
Paige
map, and then-
Reinhardt, you're in today.
Ooh.
The ace is taking a seat. You're coming in. You're a bullpen arm, and she just dominates the last 2 or 3 maps.
So
Anyway, that's kind of it for changes, honestly.
Oh, scheduling
Actually-
changes.
All right.
We are not going to allow matches scheduled after 9 p.m. CST unless they are approved by admins. Because surely there's another time you guys can play other than past Hell's time for those. This is because I know a lot of people have like working jobs for in the morning, so they don't want to stay up too late playing in a hobby league. Because in Aurora, we don't want to like mess up with too many people's real life stuff. This is a hobby. This is not your full-time commitment. We want to make sure that the league works around you to some extent. You just gotta commit to us being like, yeah, I can mostly make default time at least. Holy smith, there's someone in your background. Who was that? I saw that on stream. It was a delay, but yeah. The other thing that we changed is this is mostly just for captains. The weeks have been reworked, so Monday's the first day of each week, and it will end on Sunday. So default time will not be the first day of each match week, so that'll also be happening. And then for scheduling, captains, you are expected to have your game scheduled by Tuesday, and you will be annoyed on Monday, I believe is what we came up with. So yeah, that is something else.
I thought it was Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Not that it was Wednesday.
Yeah, I thought Tuesday we annoyed you. Wednesday you have to have it.
I must have written it down wrong then.
I
don't know. We'll go back to the thread. We'll figure it out.
Scheduled end of. Wait, no. Maybe move to Wednesday. Issues with.
I just don't think we updated this doc when we actually made changes.
I think
I'll look through the logs. I'll find out.
I think harassing the captains to force them to get their matches scheduled was really good this season, because I remember season 2. I don't remember exactly who it was, but I think there was some Broncos Country Riders game that was like 2 weeks after the default time was.
Bronco Jimmy, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Bronco Jimmy.
But I distinctly remember because we were playing the mice were playing the Riders, and we ended up playing you before we were like, it was like week 9. So you guys played your week 9 game before your week 8 game.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, the only team that got behind, which I was too lenient with, was the Noopy, because I let them schedule one day past the deadline for it in 2 weeks in a row. I was like, okay, fine. And then they did it again. I'm like, okay, bro.
And then we ended up having to play back-to-back matches, which was rough. But yeah, a lot of changes. I think they're all net positives. We'll see how it goes when the actual season starts out, but I think a lot of them.
Everybody always says at the beginning of the season, 2 weeks. This rule fucking sucks.
So,
Edmonds.
There should still be an early version of the rulebook that is out. I can resend it at some point, but it should be in announcements buried somewhere. So that should have a lot of miscellaneous changes in there. Like I said before, like the captain conduct and a lot of other changes, like forfeit changes, map side changes. I believe, we're implementing the side swaps.
Yep.
Permitted that prod is able to do it.
Yes.
It's so easy.
Which it is.
It's so easy.
Yeah.
It should be easy, but Paninii, you gotta yell at your prod team to make sure they have both side graphics.
Yeah, no, I've started it. I think we had it like in the bowl games. I think we had everything set up, but
yeah,
we couldn't do it because it wasn't in the rule book.
Yeah, the precedent before was just on streamed matches all the time. It's just higher seed gets defense side.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just the rule of thumb that was for every match before. It was just
side on, yes.
Yes, side on, yes.
You're
the
correct.
team that does not get to pick. So if you won the last map, you get to pick your side.
You get to pick defender attack.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the losing team.
No, the winning team.
No, wait. Oh wait, no.
Losing team picks map. Winning team picks side.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fedora be like, the losing team also gets to pick what you play.
I
You have to
typed wrong
play this-
somewhere, of course. No, yeah, no, I had it written right. I just read the wrong spot. I just read the losing team in the wrong spot.
Well, it's written right. You just can't read.
Yeah, I'm blaming ADHD again.
True.
My illiterate head admin, by the way.
So, would you guys like to get
Woohoo.
into the big meat?
Where's the potatoes?
The big announcement?
Hey.
I think we covered all the rule changes, so
Going into my goon cave to get the big meat.
FedoraMaster, would you like to do the honors?
What, for the captains? No, Rill can do that. He's been handling all the captain stuff.
I guess.
Riddle.
He's also talked the least, I think.
All right. Let me
Yeah, what is this?
get this pulled up here.
Well, actually, Silence will announce captain, so let's wait for him.
Yeah,
Yo.
Sidon, we're waiting.
Big.
We're waiting.
Oh, Silence, Silence the only captain. He's right. I can't believe I guessed it. Wow.
Wow.
And then we just have 8 weeks of pugs between the same team. Wow.
All right. So we're gonna have 12 captains next year. So this is the captain announcement as well. So the team reveal with the logos and the songs and all that stuff. That's gonna probably come out next Saturday, the day of the auction, like it always does, because I get assets a little bit late, but it's fine. It's always
Dude,
fine.
you look
Thank
so
you,
cool,
Pope.
says Pope. Yeah.
Thank you, Jack.
But so your captains this season is Akua. You have Akua number 1. You have EJ. You have Kaber27. You have Kat or Paige. You have Jack. Jack from the Tardigrades. You have Muffin Lumps. You have Oaks or Poi. Fruitles. Myself, RiddleDog. You have Strudel. You have Vikhovs. And you have War as well, and that should be year 12.
I have posted them all in the chat now.
Yeah, Paige is also manager, so Paige is not a player.
So if you missed
Exactly.
one, it's right there.
Let's get
Yeah,
our winners.
So yeah,
Let's
what
get
do you
them
guys
all
think
in.
about this pool here?
Surely this breaks the curse.
Surely,
Yeah,
surely the.
What are your
no,
big
wait. The curse said that she was a captain every time, but now it's like a subclass, or like it's a different old thing. She's a manager.
I can't hear anything
So-
actually.
It's
It's
not-
a
There we go.
possibility.
I don't know what just happened. Okay.
I'm trying to think.
Nah.
It's like
Show me Womi's dead. He's been sent to a prison in Siberia.
Yeah, that's what I think I heard from Muffin.
yeah. Me when someone
Sadly.
dies horribly in a tragic dungeon act. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, a bummer. Cow a bummer, man.
Very
Why are you
big
not
boomer.
sent to the gulag? I don't know, Booney. Why was Sidon not sent to the gulag?
Because Gulag doesn't exist anymore. I
What
took
the heck? Alright, we gotta send him somewhere.
He just got out of
Yeah,
the
we'll
gulag. The gulag
Wait,
we'll
was
send us-
wait, I got it. I'll just time him out.
Gulag was Hedgehog's
Send
general.
him to Brazil.
I timed out for 10 minutes.
Nice.
He's the only one typing. Unfortunate. We've lost our chatter.
I'll fix it, don't worry.
Anyway,
I may
those
or
are
may
the
not have-
captains.
Yeah, so they should be getting captain role soon, and I'm gonna post the names back in Overwatch announcements just so everyone who didn't see this is able to get that and just be updated.
When's Captain Slander coming out?
We just literally got our last 2 captains finalized today,
Yeah.
so
That means you can start making it.
I was busy doing the League of Legends one for Flambeau, so the hardest part is always coming up with different stuff
Yeah.
as well, and like the gifts that you can make fun of, where it's like
the young man
you gotta
gift.
figure it out. Yeah, so we're gonna hopefully get that out soon before the auction. That's the idea.
I'm really excited for War Captain. Been a long time
He
coming.
finally gets his chance. Yeah, he's been applying almost every time, and
Yeah, War
we gave
War
it to
signed
him.
up last season, but I believe he took a no, he didn't take a he like
he did
yeah, he took a break. He was
season
he
2.
took a break from like Overwatch, so we didn't want to make him captain right now, coming back into Overwatch 2, where it's a lot different from Overwatch 1. So I think he played in the Beebles too, I
Yep.
think, but I don't think he played
Oh,
a lot.
yeah.
And then also he wasn't the most active in the community, so now he's back to being active. He's back to playing, so gets his captain slot.
Yeah, and he's so excited.
Yeah, I was really impressed because peeking into the Jedi's chat, he was one of the most vocal when it comes to like talk about strats or keeping notes of stuff. So I was like, yep, there we go.
I've heard very good things about War. We know he's active as like a community member, so I'm excited to see how he does as captain. He's a very cool guy.
It'll be interesting because he also has the highest budget, you know.
True.
So.
That's another thing.
No. Paige is a manager,
Well,
so
yeah,
just got
Oh.
pretty much.
Paige has the highest budget. So
As a
Paige would have no
player, War
budgetary
has the highest
restrictions.
budget.
That's
so
true.
They both can build their super teams,
True.
and Paige cannot win a game.
There's a chance. I mean, we all know what the captain's slander for that is going to be. So.
Yeah, one of the main things we look for in captains is community involvement. We want to prioritize being a community member more than anything when it comes to being captains a lot of the time. So if you're not active in the community or stuff like that, you might not get the best chance to be captain. Because I think Fish's rookie season, he signed up to be captain. And we're like, what? Who are you?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But yeah, community members is one of the biggest things to consider.
I'm a little sad that we broke up the Fruitals RiddleDog duo.
We get to beat each other up now as captains. So hopefully we get in each other's divisions.
I'm gonna make sure that doesn't happen so you can meet in the grand finals.
True. Yeah.
That'd be hype.
EJ returning after the Hogs.
After the handsome Hogs.
I believe he won
He did.
Captain of the Year.
Yeah.
Captain of the season.
Yep. He did.
Good.
We really like saying year for seasons.
I know. I think
do.
it's just me. I don't think it's anyone else, but
no,
it's Captain of the Year.
Yeah.
It's Rookie of the Year.
Yeah. I'm really excited to see how Randy does as captain.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how that works. Because
that's a wild parity between Randy
sure about
and Moore.
Like... Yeah, I mean, you got me, MJ, and Randy all captains as well, which will be funny dynamic.
Do a lot of budgetary restrictions to balance that out, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to figure that out now that we have all the captains decided.
Minus like $1 million.
You have $1 million. You start out $1 million. You go down by $1 million.
Yeah, you have $0. You're just gonna pick up everyone else who doesn't. People don't bid on.
Jack's making his redemption arc too.
Yeah, from the Quokkas back in season 5 of Go for Watch.
Oh God!
Over 2 years ago. So I want to say that was his sophomore season, as well, because the first season I think is on the Bengali Boom, season 4, where I know historically I've heard that sophomore captains don't do as well, so it's no clue.
That was me.
It makes sense that it wasn't your well, it's gonna get technical, but yeah, hopefully it should be better this season as well.
For me personally, the biggest question is how much will Vikov spend on a top tier Ana player for Nano?
True.
True. We'll have to see.
He's going in the pocketbook. He might be paying us real money for that one.
Vic, if you're listening, look at
He's
Witherin.
not.
I also don't know who signed up. I don't know the exact signups. I would say like a good Ana player that's not gonna like break the bank, but it's still gonna be like a pretty good Ana player. You could go after Amiro.
Witherin.
Yep.
I think Amiro would be a good one, but I don't know. If
Amiro isn't gonna sign up.
Yeah, Miro's not currently signed up.
Within us starting this podcast, we've had 5 signups.
Really?
Yep.
As well, so
might have another team.
No,
No,
we're not making it bigger than 12.
No, we did. We did 12 in anticipation of more signups.
Oh,
yeah.
Gotcha. So, yeah. Who else? Strudel after the mice. I heard that stressed him out, but he wants more. He wants to go again.
He's back. I'm gonna see who these new players to sign up are. You guys keep
new
talking.
signups. Yeah. Want me to list them off right now? Call them out.
No, I'm looking at them right now.
I guess that works.
So have you guys?
I wonder if any of them signed up to be captain. Nope.
No.
That'd be
funny.
so funny.
That would be.
Was there anyone we left out? I think we got most of everyone. We got the roommate. I can't even find it. I already got buried. Everyone's so active in the chat, which I appreciate, but I can't find my message. Here it is. Oaks. I don't think we mentioned Oaks at all.
We did not, action.
Well, so he captained the
Rito Raccoons.
The Rito Raccoons, which was one of the first winless teams, and then
Played the
before
first
that,
Bullet Bowl.
it was the Sweaty Gamers, right? Was that his team season 1? The
Yeah.
season 1 Sweaty Gamers, where he won Captain of the Year, I think. That was
He
before
did.
my time, so
Yes, he did.
I'm
think,
expecting him to
made
do
the
really
grand-
well.
I think he's
Grand
going to be a really
Finals
good
that year.
captain. I think
Yeah.
he is a very good leader, and I think he is very good in communication. So I think anyone who gets drafted on his team is really going to like it there.
We didn't mention.
I can see that.
I mean, we mentioned him, but Fertle's back after the Junkyard Dogs fiasco.
No, he was the round 0 pick. That was Goseek. That was Goseek as the
Oh, right,
as
he
the
was-
manager
Fruitles
for
was
that
on
team.
the crewmates though, so
Fruitles was the crewmate.
Crewmates.
So
which actually
Stop eating your newt.
Fruitles.
he was cooking.
Fruitles might cook again. We'll see. Who gets
Yeah.
Wiggle Higgle?
Mu-
Do you think they're
Muffin
gonna-
or Fruitles? I think Muffin, because Muffin's wanted to play with them for a really long time, and he hasn't been able to.
They literally just played. What are you talking about?
They never really played together.
Oh, you're
Point.
saying like at the
Yeah,
same
they
time?
never played together.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they did a little bit. I honestly forgot about that duo. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, now that you said that,
I don't think they played at the same time. Now that you mentioned that.
they did a couple
I
times.
think
Oh,
they
they
did
did.
like no, actually
did
no,
a-
I don't think they did because
They
whenever
did.
they do that, I think Angel would go to or Chloe would go to support. No.
No, I remember playing against them, and they ran it at least on Coliseo.
Oh, I gotta.
I remember they did it.
Wait, did you? Oh, you did more. You marked the new people on the sheet as captains. Okay.
Yeah, so they did do it before, but I know previous seasons Muffin wanted to be his captain.
Yo,
I could just do that.
I'm just looking at the signups. Can I just say welcome back, Kath X?
Oh,
I-
really?
Effect.
Let's go.
Hey, he's back.
Let's go.
Us old heads aren't dead yet, boys.
Yeah.
Hey, brother.
Kath also
Also,
signed up.
Panini, I'm just saying that question for you is probably in chat. Just how often do we plan on doing this? I know it's kind of your thing, but you can continue back on that.
We'll see the reception on this first one, but
It's terrible.
I'm planning on doing one after the draft to do kind of a draft breakdown, kind of like an extended desk. And then we'll see after that. I'm hoping to do it at least once or twice or every 1 or 2 weeks to kind of be like not necessarily a power rankings, but kind of do like a discussion of like some of the different teams.
Are you trying to take the Boone at ESPN job? Watch out.
Basically, we can just merge them. I mean, we already did. We got them.
Well,
we got
speaking of
we got the Boone
mergers-
ESPN.
Speaking of mergers, something that hasn't been announced. Yo,
Oh right.
y'all remember Blight? Yeah, we merged with Aurora. Have we scrimmed since then? Nope.
Yeah.
We did like half
Oh,
of one.
Yeah, we
I
did
think.
half of a scrim.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So yeah.
It was never announced.
You might see some Blight matches and/or scrims show up on stream every
Oh.
now and then, maybe.
I have not heard about this, so I guess I'll be the
Yeah.
one that takes care of that.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't scrimmed in a while because everyone's schedule just does not work. So
Yeah.
Blight,
I
for
want
those
to
who
be-
do not know, is Vind Tank, me, Mikey DPS, Riddle, Akua support.
Yep.
It's changed a little bit since I last saw it.
Yeah. We've had some changes come in. Like we're moving
went
over to
from-
the support. Move
Went
over
from
to the
playing on a
support.
Blight Academy roster to owning the whole damn org.
Yeah.
I'm making money moves.
But yeah,
Little
we'll try to get
Dripper.
we'll try to get some of those streamed.
Little drippers.
Another thing
Look out,
is
boys.
I'm gonna try to find more reasons to be more active on the second channel. If we do continue to do the podcast semi-regularly, I think that would be a good thing to do on this channel. Just because I want to get this channel affiliate so we can do like votes and polls and stuff like that.
That's fair.
So
I got an idea for some on this channel.
yeah,
I don't know if picking it up at all. Probably not, but
it is.
I hear it. We can hear it. We can hear it. Let's go.
I plan on bringing it back at some
So back.
capacity.
Yeah.
We're so back.
But yeah, we got a lot of stuff cooking. I think that's pretty much it. Do you guys have anything else?
Make sure to vote for Hall of Fame.
Also,
and
for
sign
real.
up.
you have
The only
you
person
have-
who's going to get an extension to sign up is going to be Typhoon
Typhoon.
as he finds out how his internet is.
2 hours and 5 minutes left to sign up. You can use 2 hours and 54 minutes, but make sure it is in before midnight, or else you will be punished by possibly not being let play.
If I close the sign up while you were about to submit, DM me.
Dyer did sign up,
Or-
Yeah.
We can confirm that they did.
Another thing too, before I forget, I believe it is still in the Aurora Esports important announcements. We are always looking for casters and producers. If you are experienced, you can sign up. If you're not experienced, you have no experience casting or prodding, we will be glad to help you work with it. But we're always looking.
I made a whole damn manual
to join the team.
So
Yeah,
producing.
Booney made like a 10-page manual, so we have plenty of resources. But yeah, we're looking for people. So
especially considering Pokemon and League of Legends is also still
League
a
of Legends
thing.
just started too. I might do like a mini podcast with people from League. Yeah, that's starting on Sunday as the first game. So hopefully.
Oh,
it
also,
does prodded.
Poke. Yes, free agents are still alive. They are just restricted. It's like Diamond 1. Yes, be under that on all roles to sign up.
Sidon Ping Nuttier. He runs it.
Yeah.
But yeah, other
Yeah.
than that, I think we're good. Again, I'm going to try to have another podcast in between the draft and the regular season, just to kind of do like a little draft breakdown, talk about our expectations for the teams.
We might want to talk about the season structure again for those who forgot.
Yeah, go for it.
Draft is aimed for that 18th.
Oh,
next
yeah.
week.
Next Saturday.
Next Saturday. Paninii, I trust you and you peoples who work on production stuff to figure something out for that. Copium.
Surely.
First week of matches will occur December 2nd. So because this will give time for Thanksgiving and people to move around. And then games from week 1 must be completed by the 8th. Week 2 continues as normal, start on the 9th and on the 15th. Week 3 will be longer and games will be played between the 16th and 29th, and after that it'll be just single weeks. But yeah, going to be a bit wonky at the start, just so we give enough people time for the holidays, and yeah. Dog Pog.
Dog ban. He's such a good boy.
They asked for dog cam, so I'm just giving what they want.
Yeah, I don't have a dog.
Let's
or a
go.
cat. Yeah, Booney looks so
Cat.
different right now. Booney's really changed since we last saw him.
It's been a rough off season. This is what when the casino does to you. Unless that dog does in ya, out of ya. That's all I can say.
Also, if anyone knows the law from UMN, yell at them to add Nutmeg on BattleNet.
Please.
Yeah,
They are the only person so far to not add me. I'm going to need... Wait, I need to add one person that just signed up. 1 second, I gotta add Dyer. Live on stream. So if the Dyer's listening, accept that friend request you just got from Nutmeg. I need to check to see if you have any ults yet. Only account listed. So, yeah, sign up. Or accept the friend request, sign up. If you have issues, let me know. I am West Coast, so I will be awake.
yeah, he never sleeps.
No, I do. It's just later.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I think we're all good here.
Yeah.
Again, somewhere between the 18th and the 2nd of December. Yes, 18th and the 2nd of December we'll have another stream. League of Legends starts soon. Please tune into those. It's gonna be fun games. Yep.
League.
Yep. But other than that, yeah, thank you guys all for watching.